What's up, it's Jesse. Hope y'all having a nice day. Today I want to make a video about stop worrying. Um I think I made something along the lines of a video like this before. But what I mean by stop worrying is stop worrying about the future. Stop worrying about your past. Just stop worrying, bro. And I believe as people we tend to worry when we don't have that belief in ourselves, you know. I state this a lot that I have no worry in that any situation I put myself in that I can either find a way out or I have a backup plan to that situation. Or I know I have the belief in myself that whatever I get put into, I could always find a better way and work to build and make it better. I just believe in not worrying on certain things because as people were told to worry, like there's nothing to worry about, you know. I do kind of talk about, you know, the future's coming. I'm not saying worry about the future, but I'm saying prepare yourself for the future, you know. I believe on, you know, getting better as a person every single day because the better you get, the more you can learn, the more not only that you can learn but you can help other people learn. You know, I believe that life is it's a working connection between people. You know, I feel like if one person can get it, then that one person can help spread it. You know, those people got to be willing to listen. You know, some people, you know, make jokes about me and this and that, or they'll post stuff in the comments. You know, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna be disrespectful because by any means, do as you please. You know, joke as you want. You know, one thing that I'm starting to learn with people is you know, don't worry. Don't like I don't worry about what they say because I really could care less what they say because what they think is what they think and what I think is what I think. You know, I'm not saying that this is what you have to do, but I was just sitting here thinking about, you know, I don't believe there's a right or wrong way of living, but I think there's a right way that everyone should be carrying themselves to a certain extent. You know, I spoke about this before that the Bible gives a very good, clear view on what should be happening is, and it's that we should work to better ourselves in every single way. That's all the Bible's teaching you to do is be a better man, regardless of how people treat you. You know, I feel like there's a certain extent though to that. You know, is that if they are harming you in a body, like if they are harming you, then you can fight back. But words, who cares what they say, bro? Words are just words, you know. Words can have meaning, but also they mean nothing. They mean nothing. I understand that words can have meaning to other people, you know, especially like, you know, a leader or a king, you know, the way he speaks, those words can have meaning. But sometimes words really don't have meaning. And I can't explain that to an extent that words mean nothing but mean everything at the same time. Like I don't know if I can explain it to where you can understand it. But when you watch my videos, have an open mind. Because if you don't have an open mind, you're just gonna laugh and you're not gonna understand anything I'm saying. If you're just gonna laugh, click off the video. It's not for you. This is for people that want to listen, people that want to grow. I'm trying to put out knowledge out there that I understand, and because you don't understand it, don't criticize somebody for that. You know. One thing I'm learning is also, bro, we can't criticize, condemn, or complain. You know, especially criticism. You know, I think that's one thing I learned from school. School teaches you people very well. You just gotta be willing to pay attention and analyze. And you know, if I were to go back, bro, I would pay attention so much more and do a whole lot of less talking. Because school could have not propelled me in the way that you know, when it comes to doing work, you know, because I've stated this once before, you know, when it comes to school, I don't like the concept of it, so in the fact it teaches you to be an employee instead of an employer. So this is why we have a society that's based on dependent, you know, instead of independence, because we're dependent on other people. This is why when you go work for somebody, you're dependent on that paycheck. You know, this is why we have 23-year-olds dependent on their parents, dependent on their mother, dependent on their father. And I just don't like being dependent. You know, I want to be independent. I don't understand how people don't see that. I want to get out of my house as quick as possible. And I feel like within this time frame, I feel like I've learned a lot about myself. And so now it's kind of time to actually like go out there and do things. You know, because I feel like, you know, there's levels to this. You know, there's certain extents that you have to pass, and that's just how I see it. But back to the whole worrying thing, bro. If there's nothing to worry about, like I said, bro, if you don't have belief in yourself, I've talked about spiritual stuff, you know, spirituality or whatever you want to call it. I just basically believe it's just belief. whether it be belief in God or belief in oneself. Like, it doesn't matter what you, but as long as you have that belief within you, and it only begins within you. Like, that belief only begins within you. You know, whether you believe in God or not. You know, I said it once before that I don't believe in God, but it's not that I didn't believe in God. I guess I just didn't believe in the term of God, but I believe in something that was great and powerful. And I guess you could say it like that, you know, because I don't believe in God as man, because God is something, God is everything. And if God is everything, that means at the same time that God is nothing, because nothing creates everything, and everything creates, everything is created by nothing, because before there was something, there was nothing. But that nothing can be as powerful as the something, you know, because at the end of the day, something is better than nothing. I hope that made sense. But what I'm basically trying to say is, why are we worrying, bro? We were given life because it was better than nothing. You know, like, yeah, life is gonna get tough. You know, life's gonna knock you down, bro. At the end of the day, get back up. Like, when life pushes you, you push back. And tell life who literally have a talk with life, bro. Who's stronger? Like, who's stronger, me or life itself? Like, I got pushed down. You know, there was a time in my life I got pushed down, and I stayed down for the longest. But I think me staying down, you know, it taught me some lessons, because, you know, once I was able to get back up on my feet, and, you know, I started to crawl, then I started to walk. And then I learned more and more and more and more, and now I'm here. And it's like, yo, within the span of a year, I'm I want to say completely different, but there's things about me that, bro, my mind has changed tremendously. Like, my outlook on life has changed drastically within and, you know, the number one thing that I've learned from my mind changing is not to worry. Like, have belief in yourself. I've stated this, and I'm going to keep stating it over and over and over, because I can't put it in any other way. We tend to doubt ourselves. To, you know, self-doubt will destroy you. You know, I'm going to say self-criticism, but self-loathing, you know. That's another thing, bro. Yeah, don't praise yourself constantly. I would say criticize yourself more than anything. I'm not going to say harshly criticize yourself, but criticize yourself to an extent that where you know you can improve, because we need room for improvement every second of the day, and every minute of the day, every hour of the day, you know. And people tend to think, well, improvement external. No, you know, I believe, yes, improvement external, but your internal world will help it shows your external. If you can improve internal, then you can then take on things external. You know, I preach on the internal world more than external for a reason, because I believe everything begins within. You can't do anything if you're within. It's not, you know, working, quote unquote shadow work, you know, well, whatever you want to call it. You know, we tend to externalize all of our internal problems instead of facing our internal problems. That's the thing with criticism. I'm kind of getting off topic in this video, but I'm kind of just trying to help. You know, I'm not trying to only help teach, but I'm trying to learn. You know, while I'm doing it, because, you know, when you're teaching, you can learn it. And I believe in, you know, when it comes to people, we externalize our problems. You know, because I was even like this. You know, like, let's say you're insecure about wearing clothes, and you make fun of somebody else for the shoes or the clothes they wear. It's because deep down you have a problem with the things that you wear. You know, I've stated once before, I don't care what I wear anymore. I don't care what type of, because what I wear is what I wear. Like, if I want to wear it, I'm gonna wear it. What you gonna do about it? And it's simple as that. And I said I take that stuff as a compliment. Like, the fact that you gotta sit here and criticize me not only means that there's some insecurities about you, but that means I'm doing something right. Because if you know, I was having a conversation with someone today, and we were talking about how, like, when someone, you know, speaks to you or speaks bad about you, that, you know, they speak back. And I was like, I don't see the reason they're doing that, because it's like they want you to step down to that level. I'm not trying to say you're above somebody or below somebody, but the way we act. I believe everything is a test. Everyone tests you in certain ways. Everything is a test, the way you react to things. Because at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason, regardless if you believe it or not. I believe everything happens for a reason, and everything is a test to see the way you act, and the way you control yourself, and the way you handle yourself. This is why I talk about, I don't believe there's a right or wrong way of living, but I believe there is a right way to carry yourself as a character. And that's what I wholeheartedly believe, that we have to carry ourselves in a certain way, not to make ourselves exactly like the next person, but to improve our person in a certain way that makes life 10 times better. Because there's, we talk about coming together and unity, yet we do is separate, separate and separate and separate. We'll have so many different names for so many things, and it's like, wow, like, if that, by any means, bro, if someone wants to be gay, or you know let him be him. But like I said, bro, at the end, they're people. Like, stop using separation of words to describe somebody else. That's the only reason why words are, this is what I believe. Like I once said, words were created to create separation, to give an understanding and difference between people, to give us a character. Like, call it what you say, bro. I said I treat life like a video game. I'm my own character, or I'm my own hero in a story, or I'm my own character in a video game. That what I want out of life, I have to go get, and it's just as simple as that. But at the end of the day, it all starts with the people and how we react and how we carry ourselves. And self-doubt, it'll really hurt a person. And I believe self-doubt begins, the moment you start self-doubt, you start to worry. You start to be like, oh no, why this, why that? It's like, don't worry. Like, first, don't worry about the future, bro. I believe if you know you were doing something within the 24 hours that you were given each and every day, there's no need to worry. Only begin to worry if you know you're not doing things within those 24 hours. And it's just as simple as that. We're given 24 hours each and every day. So capitalize each and every day on those 24 hours. Continue to get better. If you fail one day, if you don't complete everything you need to complete, continue to do it over and over and over and over. Make improvements, even if they're slow and little improvements. At the end of the day, compound. It will get better and better and better and better and better. And the more you get better and better and better at it, then you can start to take on harder tasks, and harder and harder and harder. And it gives you a challenge, it gives you life. It makes it fun. Like, we talk about doing fun things in life, yet life itself is already fun. Like, the fact that you can get better at something each and every day, like the fact that I can improve, is more fun than going out with friends, or going out smoking, or going out and drinking, or just doing things in general. The fact that I can get better each and every day is what makes life fun to me, because my fun and your fun may be different. Your fun may be scrolling through TikTok all day. Your fun may be watching Netflix. My fun is learning. And yet, like I said, bro, sometimes I want to sit there, I want to watch Netflix. I want to watch Hulu. I want to watch HBO Max. I want to scroll through TikTok. But there comes a point in time where I believe we need to work. Because if we want something out of life, it's not given, we get it. And it's just as simple as that. I hope y'all like and subscribe. This was kind of a long video. I just want to talk more about people and the subject of them. By any means, I'm not an expert on them, because I continue to get better and I continue to learn. But one thing I always do is pay attention. And that's one thing I can tell y'all to do, is pay attention. Number one thing I can tell y'all to do is pay attention. It's probably going to be the title of the video, is pay attention. It's because when I talk about people, that's what I mean, bro. Pay attention. If you can pay attention to a person, they can teach you something about yourself you didn't even know. Like, people will teach you something just by paying attention. I stated this once before. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. To do a whole lot more hearing and a lot less talking. Stop talking as much, especially as men. I'll get on that subject later, though. Yeah, but I hope y'all like and subscribing. Yeah, I'm Jesse. I'm out.